Paul Heyman shames the Emmy Awards for failing to acknowledge Roman Reigns' WWE contributions. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Paul Heyman publicly called out the Emmy Awards for not nominating Roman Reigns as the most compelling villain on television. During his recent appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, Heyman discussed his relationship with Reigns. "You couldn't pull me away from Roman Reigns' coattails," he said. "Why would I ever leave him? Ever." Heyman praised Reigns as the GOAT and the most transformative performer I've ever worked with in my life. He described the tribal chief persona as the most dynamic character on TV. He compared Reigns' portrayal of the tribal chief to iconic performances like Tom Hardy's Alfie Solomon's, Peaky Blinders, and characters from Better Call Saul. Joe Anoa'i's portrayal of the tribal chief Roman Reigns was the most compelling villain on TV and the most intense character I've seen to this day, Heyman stated confidently. Heyman expressed disappointment over the Emmys' lack of recognition, saying, "The Emmy Awards' failure to acknowledge these performances is a mark against their credibility." He added, "They should be ashamed for overlooking our body of work and not recognizing what Roman Reigns brought to the screen." Reigns returned to WWE in 2020 and teamed up with Paul Heyman, previously the advocate of Brock Lesnar, Reigns' former rival. Heyman became Reigns' wise man, serving as his special counsel. Throughout the pandemic era, Reigns and his faction, the Bloodline, were instrumental in carrying WWE's programming. Heyman also discussed WWE's business growth, noting the increase in stock value compared to the 1970s. He credited Reigns for his role in the WWE-UFC merger and the formation of TKO, as well as the recent collaboration between WWE, TKO, and Netflix. "This is factual data," Heyman asserted, "not just a storyline from Monday Night Raw." He emphasized that Joe Anoa'i's work, along with his collaborators and rivals, reshaped the company's direction and created future main event stars. Currently, Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns are no longer aligned. Heyman has joined forces with Seth "Freakin' Rollins," one of Reigns' longtime adversaries. Now referred to as the Oracle, Heyman is a key figure in Rollins' faction, The Vision, alongside Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The group has gained significant momentum following Rollins' shocking World Heavyweight Championship win over CM Punk at SummerSlam. On the Raw episode following SummerSlam, The Vision overwhelmed Punk, Louisiana Knight, and Roman Reigns in a decisive fashion. Reigns, in particular, endured heavy offense from Breaker's spear and Reed's finisher, delivered twice. The segment concluded with Reed taking Reigns' sneakers, a recurring symbolic gesture. During his appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, Heyman praised Breaker and Reed's potential, claiming they're on the path to main eventing WWE's biggest shows in the coming years. At SummerSlam Night 1, Breaker and Reed narrowly lost to Reigns in main event JUSO, thanks to an intervention from the OTC. Despite the loss, Heyman's allies proved their ability to compete at the highest level. In the same interview, Heyman addressed rumors about Seth Rollins' injury, clarifying that it was part of a storyline. "Rollins was never injured. That was always our plan B, a strategic move as part of a bigger play." For those unaware, Rollins returned at SummerSlam under the guise of being injured, only to surprise CM Punk by cashing in his Money in the Bank contract and winning the World Heavyweight Championship. This twist, labeled by many fans as the ruse of the century, confirmed that Rollins had been healthy all along. Heyman, alongside Rollins and the Bronze, now seeks to dominate WWE Raw for the foreseeable future. Heyman had a very important role in the record-setting title run of Reigns from 2020 to 2024. Reigns lost the title and returned at SummerSlam last year, not to save Heyman, but to retrieve his Ulafala. Heyman even justified his actions to JUSO, who claimed Reigns abandoned the Bloodline and didn't return to support him, instead came back solely to reclaim the Ulafala. This deeply affected Heyman, and cracks began to appear in their relationship, culminating at WrestleMania 41 Night 1 main event. During the triple threat match, Heyman was in CM Punk's corner but appeared loyal to Reigns, or so it seemed. In a shocking twist, he betrayed Reigns, delivering a low blow and aligning himself with Seth freaking Rollins. Since then, Reigns has stood alone without a special counsel at his side. Recently, following WWE's move to broadcast all premium live events, PLEs, on ESPN, Reigns appeared on the network's First Take. Molly Karam mentioned that her co-host, Stephen A. Smith, has long expressed interest in becoming a WWE manager. Reigns reminded viewers that he and Heyman are no longer on good terms and that there's currently an opening for someone to counsel him. "I don't know how much wisdom you're going to get," Karam joked about her co-host. While their relationship has soured, Reigns acknowledged Heyman's importance during the interview. Heyman began working with Reigns in 2020 after a long tenure as Brock Lesnar's advocate, Reigns' former rival. Together, they helped solidify Reigns' persona as the tribal chief and built the foundation of the Bloodline saga. Heyman is widely known for his mic skills in the WWE universe, and his presence added depth to Reigns' character. As Reigns' wise man, Heyman served as a strategic advisor, guiding him through a historic 316-day championship reign. Roman Reigns headlined WrestleMania Night 1 this year in a triple threat match against CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman revealed that WWE had considered a third match between Reigns and Cody Rhodes for the event. The two had previously clashed at WrestleMania 39 for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, where the Tribal Chief retained the title with help from Solo Sikoa. They met again the following year, and this time the American Nightmare claimed victory and won his first world title in WWE. During a recent appearance on the Ariel Helwani Show, Paul Heyman stated that Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41 was always the plan, though the company had also considered completing the Reigns-Rhodes trilogy. Heyman had continued to manage Reigns even after the Bloodline era, but at WrestleMania, he turned against Reigns and aligned with Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is now feuding with Heyman and Seth Rollins' faction, which includes Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. According to earlier reports, Roman Reigns is not expected to take time off from WWE, despite the recent angle on Monday's Raw where he was ambushed by The Vision, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. That segment initially seemed to set up a storyline explanation for his rumored absence, due to filming commitments for the upcoming Street Fighter movie. However, Quinsider.com has confirmed that Reigns is scheduled to appear on the August 18th episode of Raw in Philadelphia. While details of his involvement are yet to be disclosed, it is expected that his ongoing storyline with Rollins and The Vision will continue to unfold. Since his debut with The Shield in 2012, Roman Reigns has been one of the top stars in WWE, as he was handpicked by Vince McMahon to be the next face of the company. When The Shield officially split in June 2014, Reigns branched off into the singles scene for the first time in his main roster career. It was apparent very early on that Vince McMahon had major plans for Reigns, hoping he would fill the John Cena role for the next generation. Reigns was placed in high-profile matches immediately following the Shield split, including multiple WWE World Heavyweight Championship bouts, as well as feuds with Randy Orton and Seth Rollins, his former Shield brother. The push was clear, and fans didn't think much of it initially because there wasn't strong connection with Reigns at first. However, when he won the 2015 Royal Rumble, it sparked a major backlash among WWE fans. That Royal Rumble win triggered a 5-year-long push that many fans felt was overly forced, leading some to lose interest in the product, as they couldn't embrace Reigns as the next central figure of the franchise. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Reigns returned with a brand new look and attitude. His mission was simple: dominate and move forward. Under his new Tribal Chief persona, Reigns showed major improvement in the ring, on the microphone, and in his overall connection with the audience. He became the most compelling character in WWE, maintaining dominance at the top for more than 3 years. From his return in 2020 to now, Reigns has been the must-see attraction in WWE, and arguably its biggest box office star. He elevated the sport, delivered numerous standout matches, delivered iconic promos, and may have become the most dominant champion in WWE history during his 316-day, undisputed WWE Championship reign. But could his WWE career be nearing its end? Back in January, Reigns sat down with Vanity Fair and was asked about his future with WWE. When asked how much longer he planned to wrestle, he stated that after his current contract ends following WrestleMania 42, he might consider 1 or 2 more years of in-ring action, but not more than that. It's been 8 months since that interview. During this time, Reigns has continued to be a major star, despite limited TV appearances. He main evented both WrestleMania and SummerSlam this year, delivering standout performances at both. Over the past few years, Reigns has taken extended breaks, even while holding the top title. Now that he's no longer champion, he's taken even more time off, which may indicate that retirement is approaching. Reigns seems to be following in the footsteps of former WWE icons like The Rock, John Cena, and Batista, who all transitioned into Hollywood. In recent years, Reigns has appeared in films such as Fast Furious Presents, Hobbs Shaw, and Rumble. He's also set to appear in the upcoming Street Fighter movie directed by Kitao Sakurai, alongside current WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Production is set to begin in September, and Reigns is expected to be on set for about 3.5 weeks. Before that, he's scheduled to appear on an episode of Monday Night Raw in Philadelphia, likely his final appearance before filming begins. Given his current work schedule, it's plausible that Reigns won't sign a new WWE contract after this one expires. When he does return, likely ahead of Survivor Series War Games, it could mark the beginning of his final run. That run could lead all the way to WrestleMania 42, culminating in his last match. This setup would make for an incredible War Games match. The star power would be off the charts, featuring the 10 most popular WWE superstars today. The narrative threads between Reigns and Rollins, Styles and Mysterio, Knight and Paul, any combination, could offer compelling drama. The direction seems clear for Survivor Series, with a War Games match likely featuring Seth Rollins' faction, The Vision, battling a team of heroic superstars looking to turn the tide. Reigns entering the Royal Rumble to kick off 2026 would be a major moment. He could declare that becoming world champion again is his top goal, and that he's targeting his former ally and current rival, Seth Rollins. However, it might be better if Reigns doesn't win the Rumble. Instead, WWE could use a similar strategy to what they did this year with John Cena. Have Reigns chase the title through the Rumble, but fall short. That would extend his story arc to the next premium live event. Reigns could then win the Elimination Chamber and go on to face Seth Rollins in the main event of WrestleMania 42 for the World Heavyweight Championship. High stakes at its finest. But since this would be Reigns' final match, the match would need a major stipulation. The stakes are raised. If Reigns loses, his career is over. Just like the match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26. Reigns accepts the challenge, confident he can end Rollins' title reign and begin another historic run. A match nearly 14 years in the making. Reigns versus Rollins on the grandest stage of all. Both men give it their all, delivering a dramatic, unforgettable classic full of emotion, big moments, and callbacks to their long, complex history. In the final moments, just as Rollins prepares to secure victory, they share a brief, respectful moment, echoing the emotional ending between Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair at WrestleMania 24. Rollins hits his signature move and gets the win, ending Reigns' legendary career. The two embrace in the ring, putting their past behind them and showing mutual respect. It's a fitting conclusion to one of the most storied rivalries in WWE history. Having Rollins be the one to end Reigns' career is poetic justice. It's the only retirement match that feels truly earned, and that's exactly why it should be the